Welcome everybody, welcome back to Homestead Heart. And today I am in my kitchen and I am wrapping up doing some garlic and herb butter or compound butter, whichever you want to call it. But that's exactly what I just finished canning for today, and looking pretty good too. I'm going to do a video and share with you all how I am doing the compound butter, okay? But that's a video for another day, all right? Now you all, you know, today I was having a beautiful conversation with my friend from DC, and we were talking, right? And this is actually where this video stemmed from, and I'm like, this is a beautiful topic to discuss with everyone or to share with everyone, right? And then of course you can post your comments and your thoughts down in the comment section below to keep the conversation going with one another, right? On how you think this could be helpful as well. But you saw the title of the video, so let's go ahead and get into it. The title of the video, Help Me to Help You, okay? Help me to help you. You help me help you, okay? All right, Mrs. H, what do you mean? Oftentimes we have found that we have family members, friends, or associates that we care about, and you know, they're really not into food preservation, right? And although we do a lot of canning, and they may even know that we do a lot of canning, especially coming out of the spring and summer garden, our canners are probably going full swing, right? They're probably just non-stop going. Our pressure canners, our water bath canners, we're freezing food, we're dehydrating food, we are freeze drying food. We may be using our food savers to save the food and put it in the freezer. But every method of food preservation that we have, most likely we are using it non-stop during the growing season, especially if you grow your own food. And even if you don't grow your own food, but you may go to your local food co-op, your local farmer's market, you may be able to go directly to a local farmer, or you just may go to the grocery store. In any case, you're getting food, produce, fruits, right? You're getting meats and whatnot to preserve for your family for a later time, all right? But sometimes you have people that are just not gonna do that. They watch what you do and they like it, right? And they may want you to do all the work for them, right? Wrong. No, you're gonna have to help me help you, okay? So now, what do I mean by that? And keep in mind, I know that there are some people who've had pressure canners 2, 3, 4, 5, 50, 100 years in a closet and will not use it because of the same thing that everybody says. I'm afraid of it, okay? Fine. But what about those who are not afraid? They just not gonna do it for whatever reason. It could be you know, several different reasons why they don't. Some people may not be physically able to deal with the canners because they could be heavy, especially if they got water and all of that. They could be somewhat heavy, right? But I'm not talking about people that may be disabled. I'm not talking about people like that. I'm talking about people who are strong, well able to do it for themselves. They just won't. They just want you to do it, right? And if you offer to teach them, they don't want to do it. They just want you to do it. And they want to eat what you have canned. They just want to come and get your stuff, right? To take it back home and stock up their own shelves or feed it to their families, right? However, you all, having family members and friends and whatnot like that, or neighbors even, that we care about, we really don't have to be like, no, that's it, I'm not doing nothing for you, right? There is a solution, I believe, that can help them and help you and help me. Because one of the things I can tell you is, if it's somebody you care about, you worry about them not storing food, at least enough to get them through 6 months, at least enough to get them through a year. You worry about the fact that they don't do that. And it makes you concerned, right? So instead of that worry, how about, I tell you what, if you help me help you, then we can make sure that you get the canned foods that you want. So, what do you mean, Mrs. H? So, I'm just going to say, if it's a family member of mine and they want the canned foods, well, there's some things that my family member is going to have to do, okay? My family member is going to have to do the legwork. They're going to have to go and get their produce or whatever it is they want canned, right? They're going to have to go and get their canning jars, okay? They're going to have to do it. And you can't do this during the busy season for me, because I hardly have time to can my own produce. So I know I don't have time to do yours. But when the season slows down, like it is right now, it's starting to slow down. This is a good opportunity, right? So if my family member buys the food, if my family member buys the canning jars, and most importantly, if my family member does the prep work, okay? Look, you're more than welcome to use my kitchen to come and cut up your vegetables and all of that. You got to do the prep work. You got to do something. I'm not doing it all for you when you can do it for yourself, okay? So you do the prep work. And once you get all of that done, hey, let's get it in the jars and get it in the canner. I will be more than happy to get it packed in the jars for you. I will put it in the canner. I will can it myself. And then once it's done and it cools down, you are free to take this home with you. Okay? But it's got to be something something that individual is going to do. I'm not doing all the work, especially if I got enough work to do for me. I'm not doing all of that. So I tell you what, help me help you. Okay? Help me to help you, and I will gladly help you. But I'm not doing all of this for you, because if anybody does any canning, you know exactly what it takes to prep this food, to cook this food, to get the jars cleaned and sterilized and all of that. No, I'm not doing all of that. If you help me by doing all the legwork, I'm going to help you. All right? So that's just how I feel about it. And I just thought I would share that with you all, because sometimes we do have people that we care about. Well, Mrs. H, what if they don't even want to do that? Well, that's really not your problem then. And it's really not my problem then, right? I think that's my Mr. H. Is that my Mr. H? I think that's my Mr. H coming in. I'm not really sure. Oh, no, that's not. But in any case, you all, that's pretty much the way that it'll have to work. You know, you got to meet somebody halfway. You know, when you want somebody to assist you, help you, especially when it comes to food preservation, you got to meet them halfway. They just can't do everything. They just can't do it all for you. They can't do it all for you, and then on top of that, do what they need to do for themselves and their own families, right? And so you have people who are willing to help and want to help, but they just can't do all of that. So that is probably a good solution for the person who wants to help, because it'll take the worry, the stress, all the concern. It'll take that away from you, because yet you've given them yet another solution to this. If they come in and grab a cutting board, a knife, a food processor or something, and if you cutting up your own vegetables, cutting up your own tomatoes, all of that, whatever it is, you got to do something. You can't just get the free ride. You got to do something, right? And that's only fair, really, because that is a lot of work, and it wouldn't be a good look for somebody to be sitting on the couch with their feet up watching TV while you canning all their food for them and you doing all of the prep work and all of that. No, that is not a good look. So everybody has to play a part. So again, you all, help me, help you. And that's the way that we can reach out to our family members who might not want to pressure can or water bath can on their own, and you can give them like a list. What do you eat? What do you eat? Okay, well, if this is what you like to eat, well, this is the recipe that I can give you. This is the supply list of everything that you're going to need in order for me to can this. You can decide if you want pint jars, quart jars, pint and a halves, if you can get your hands on them. But you can make that decision on what size jar you think you might need for yourself or for your family. And then you go buy that jar, that case, however much you want. You go and buy those cases, and then you bring them back. And then let's start with the prep work. If it's a lot of prep work, then I'll dive in there with you and I'll help you. But we're going to do this together. And then once we're ready to get it in the canner, I think that is my mistake right there. Then we'll get it in the canner and I will can it for you. So that is something that we have to consider when we're thinking about helping one another, right? Sometimes if you help me to help you, then I can certainly help you. Okay, is that my Mr. H? Yeah. Mr. H? That is Mr. H. I told y'all that was Mr. H. But all right, you all, that is going to do it for this video. I just wanted to share that with you. I hope I got my point across. I hope it made sense to each and every one of you. And of course, there are going to be some other ways that we can help one another too. And like I said, post it in the comment section below so that conversation can keep on going. And that way we can continue to toss around these ideas of how we can help those who we are concerned about, because for whatever reason, they just refuse to do anything, even though they know they need to. And sometimes we just can't put it together in our minds. Like, if you know this and if you see that food shortages are real, then why aren't you doing something about it? And the response is, I don't know. Okay, so if they don't know, then maybe this is a solution that will work for you and them. Okay? All right, y'all. That's going to do it for this video. I just wanted to share that beautiful, beautiful topic. I told you, she and I are always having some amazing discussions. Discussions that we really try to problem solve and give solutions, because we really, really and truly, have a deep concern for people, period, right? So y'all, that's going to be a solution. And I tell you something else. If you are a person who doesn't can, you don't do any of this, but you want, and this could be male or female, if you know somebody that does this, then see if they would be willing to, offer their services to do these things for you, of course, at a cost, because you're talking about their time, right? So if you are a man or a woman and you just know somebody that do it, just see, hey, would you be willing to do this, for me? I'll, offer you something, and that way I can have these things to put on my shelf and take care of me. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's single men or women who are maybe extra busy and really don't have the time to spend like in the kitchen, because I know some women who work 2 jobs and they just don't have a lot of time to be in the kitchen doing what we do. And so this is why they would go out and buy already canned foods. But they may prefer home canned foods because they know what's in it. So maybe that's a solution too. All right. But in any case, you all, it still got to be help me to help you. All right. And I will gladly help you. All right. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for this evening's video. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and give our video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos that we upload to our channel. And 2 other things too, while I'm thinking about it. Number 1 is I am receiving messages from you all saying that you have been unsubscribed to our channel. So if you're watching this video and you are one of our subscribers, make sure that you are still subscribed, because I don't know what's going on there, you know, but I'm receiving, you know, messages, and I know that some people have been subscribed to us for a very long time, but for some reason, YouTube unsubscribed them to our channel. So just check the status and then you can go back in and subscribe, okay? And also, I've been getting like, Mrs. H, where do you get these hats from? These hats are they are beanies, and I love my beanies. Y'all know I love them because I wear them all the time. I love my beanies, right? My beanies are in our Amazon store, okay? They are in our Amazon store, and our Amazon store has different categories. So you can look up under, I think it's Mrs. H's things or something like that, but that's where you will find my little beanies in the shop, and they do have different colors, and I just love them, especially in the wintertime. I absolutely love them, okay? But y'all, that's gonna do it. Thank you all so much again for watching Homestead Heart. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you. I'm gonna get back to, you know, shaking my butter here. And I might put a pan under this with some cool, because the jar is completely cool. And so just to kind of help this solidify a little faster, I might put a pan underneath these jars with some cold water and a few cubes of ice to kind of help it cool down even faster. And that's because the jars are cold. I don't take these hot jars out of the can and put them in no cool water, okay? No boom boom, all right? All right, y'all. Peace and blessings, and I'm going to see y'all in the next video.